Hi everyone, so today I'm just going to focus on one thing. I'm going to do the blush style that you need for this spring summer. It's a style that suits so many different faces, different face shapes, and it's a look that I've been doing on my clients now for the last 18 months, and it just looks so youthful, so relevant, so modern, and so fresh. I've done this look in quite a few videos before, but to be honest, it's always been part of another look. And today I just want to focus on this. So I've already done my base. I've used my enhancing tint in shade number 8, just as a light layer all over. And then I've used my foundation in shade 11 in a patchwork style. So just focusing on sort of round here where I want a bit more coverage. On my lashes, I've used my Kitten Lash mascara, and I've used a little bit of Vega, the brown shade Turbulence from the Vega palette. And then I did my brows. I've actually filled them in with a pencil and then used a brow gel. And for my lips, I use Pencil 0N. And then I use this shade, which is Velvet Enchantment, which is quite a soft red, but I've just done a really light layer of it. So it's more of a light sort of stained colour. And this is the shade I'm going to go ahead and use on my cheeks. So I know you've seen me do the mixing it with highlighter before. I'm actually going to do more of a sort of windburn look today. So I'm going to start with my highlighter, just tapping it onto the skin quite lightly. I'm also going to tap it a little bit onto my nose. So I've got a little bit of highlighter already on the sort of cheek area. There's just a little bit of that left on the back of my hand. And now I'm going to put on the shade Enchantment, Velvet Enchantment. So it is that really nice soft red shade. And I'm going to use a brush. The style is having the cheek colour kind of a cross in a stripe. This shape also looks really great with faux freckles, which I'm going to link to my video on faux freckles because I think it's the best video ever on faux freckles, because the way I do them is so natural and it's so easy to do, and honestly no one will know you've got faux freckles on because it's perfect. So I've started on the apples of my cheeks, gone across my nose, over to the other side. I'm now going to use the brush that I used earlier when I just blended in my foundation. So this has got a tiny bit of tint, I think, or foundation on it. I'm just going to start now to blend this in. So just going all around the edges. You could also use a clean brush as well. Just like the video I did recently about my top tip, saying it's either a clean brush or an almost clean brush that will really blend that makeup. I'll link to the video here in case you haven't seen that one, because that's one that really will change your makeup game in a way that you won't believe. So we're building up slowly. So why I say this works on all different face shapes is that you can slightly modify the shape of it. So for someone like me that's got quite a long thin face, of course I want most of my colour to be sort of around here. So I'm kind of almost broadening the width of my face. If you're someone that does have more of a wide face, of course you can still do your contouring with this, or if you're going to use your bronzer afterwards, your bronzer powder, you can definitely do a little bit of that. Otherwise, for a broader face, I would bring it up and round and almost bring it coming up around the kind of temples as well. They're just kind of slightly shades, but as I say, I would definitely use your bronzing powder as well, so you can still get this kind of a shape. And I do think it's a very youthful kind of shape of blush. So if you go slowly, so I've got one layer on already, and then go back in, it's so much better to build this up very gradually and keep stepping back. And if you notice, oh, I could do with a little touch more there. The other thing that really helps this to look really, really natural is that you don't have an edge here where the top of the blusher ends and your concealer starts. So that's where this either clean brush or brush with a tiny bit of a complexion product will really, really help. And that's so key for this look, because if you see a definite line up there, like here for example, before you take that line off, it just doesn't look good. It looks really fake. So just keep on. You can use a sponge as well if you prefer to kind of blend it with a sponge. that's got a tiny bit of your whatever you use for your complexion, then do that. And then just keep tapping it in. I'm taking longer than usually. This would usually take me like 2 minutes to do. But I'm just really showing you how you can absolutely nail that natural looking flush. Just going to go back in with the same shade, which is Velvet Enchantment, and just using a fluffy brush, add a touch more colour. I love this colour when it's really soft. And the fluffy brush is such a good way to get those strong colours that you maybe don't want to wear every day. Something like Velvet Enchantment is so nice for a night out, but if you think, oh, I don't really use it any other time, use it with a fluffy brush, use it with your eye makeup brush, and you can get a really natural look with it. So next thing I'm going to do is a touch of cream bronzer. You can obviously use powder bronzer. I probably wouldn't do this, but I just want to show you if you are someone that finds that this kind of makeup is a little bit too, if you've got a broader face or a rounder face and this shape of blush is not going to work for you. If you just bring in your bronzer, you can start even on the top of your eye brow bone there, and then just shade around the edge. You can still keep it really natural. Contour just slightly. Again, keep that clean brush coming in to blend. And you can see you can start to get some more structure and shape. And you can do as much of this as you need, depending on your face shape and how much you like to contour your face. But it still keeps it looking fresh, particularly if you use a cream bronzer, because it's a similar texture to the cream blush or the lipstick. So it keeps it, again, feeling really, really fresh. I'm finishing off with a touch of powder. As I say, a few faux freckles, that's hard to say, would also look really, really good. Definitely check out this link to the other video, because those faux freckles look so nice. But if you don't really want that, then it still looks really fresh, really natural, and a really nice blush technique. So that's the finished look. It looks really pretty. It suits everyone. It's great for spring. You can use a powder blush, you can use a cream blush, or you can use, as I did, a lipstick. And it's so easy. Try it.